Greetings, this is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster, and this is a spoiler review of Avengers Infinity War. This is the spoiler one. This is where I spoil the movie. Yes. Yeah, the other one was a non-spoiler review. Everybody dies. Well, almost everybody. Snape kills Dumbledore. No. um, yeah, we have Infinity War, grandiose movie, Marvel movie that tried to cram two movies into one, and has Thanos, the Mad Titan from Titan, but not the moon of Jupiter Titan, just the Titan. The Titan planet, out to gather all of the Infinity Stones with his Infinity Gauntlet. To the Infinity Stones, soul and time and mind and reality or something like that. Yeah, reality. Yeah, then there's like a main one. But yeah, so there's a fly in here. Anyway, it's the reality stone. So, yeah, so he wants to get all these gems. Now, in the comic book, he wanted to get the glove and the stones so that he could find the Lady Hero of Death and swoon her. Yeah, he wanted to get with her. And then there's Infinity War, where all of the Marvel people fight him, including the X-Men and Fantastic Four. They did not include X-Men and Fantastic Four in this one, because in the comic book, in both of them, especially Infinity War comic book, Professor X messes with Spider-Man's head at one point. Yeah, so, but to make him forget. Anyway, so it was the comic book information was taken from atop the fourth wall comic book on Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War. So yeah, it was the Linkara people. Anyway, so in other reading, so yeah, as I said before, excellent movie. Excellent conclusion to the Avengers movie acts. Fourth one now, I guess. I think it's the fourth one. So it's the beginning of the next phase, which will begin with Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Venom movie, which was previewed, is actually Sony. So it has nothing to do with it. And was not very interesting, really. Yeah, the Venom movie. So back to this. Yeah, the first casualties of the Infinity War. They set up all these different set pieces where Thanos is talking to main characters. A lot of Gamora in there, main characters, and because he was one of the daughters, and the other daughter is Nebula, and he's torturing her. He's got her in the back on this planet, this other planet. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of flashbacks to the evil guy is talking about and what his motivation is, because they don't want to go there with the whole Lady Death thing. They thought that was kind of dumb, so they cut that out. Even though they set up the Lady Death thing, she could have been in the movie, but she kind of wasn't. I think they killed her off when they blew up Asgard. She just didn't want to come around, or if that was her at the very end, well, there was no connection. She just showed up. But yeah, so I think she was there, but yeah, she didn't. Yeah, she was just being someone else at that point. Some of the previews show Thor with his eye back. Well, there's a scene in which the raccoon Rocket gives him a fake eye. So, yeah, that he found. Yeah, so he gets him an eye. Yeah, the Guardians meet up with the Avengers, mainly Thor. Yeah. For some reason, Hulk is at the beginning of the ship. And later on, when Banner goes back to Earth, he can't Hulk anymore for some reason. So he gets the Hulk Busters right around it. Yeah, and soon Spider-Man's got to stop the spaceship, and Spider-Man and Tony Stark team up with Doctor Strange to stop the spaceship. They get trapped and taken into space to go meet the Mad Titan and stuff. Meanwhile, he's going elsewhere. Meanwhile, Mad Titan is attacked and decimated the Asgardian ship, and the Guardians rush in to stop the attack. Then later on, he goes to the Collector and gets some more stuff, information. The Collector at nowhere. They fight him there too. It's actually kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy sequel because they're in it quite a lot. So yeah, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in a way. There's an awful lot of that. But it's a bunch of other stuff. It's a very long movie, but it's not slow at all. It doesn't slow down. It's paced like Trans Tech. It just keeps going and going, and there's battle, and everything makes sense, and everything's kind of, it goes from scene to scene, and it's a long as a battle, but there's actually a plot. It's like almost a mini series. They managed to do it. They crammed it all in there. And yeah, as we indicated, Silly Kelly is in it, and he is dead dying on the Asgardian ship, which is awesome. But no, he isn't really. The guy just looks like him. Yeah, I don't think it was him. I think he was like, no. It's the same thing like in that Lord of the Rings movie where I was in that one, Hobbit. That wasn't really just a guy that looked like me and had my name with a different spelling slightly. Anyway, yeah, and Stan Lee's cameo is on the school bus. The after credits sequence is the main bad guy, the main Shield guy. Blanking on his name, but he gets a word out to Captain Marvel. Before he's killed. Ha ha ha. Yeah, but yeah, there's so there's gonna be a Captain Marvel movie. There's an Ant-Man and Wasp movie too, so the premise is the Avengers still kind of broke off into two teams, but Captain America in this is not being the lone wolf. They're basically saying that that's Bucky in this version. He's the white wolf, so he's the lone wolf. Yeah, the first people that are apparently going to die are very obviously going to be Vision and whoever else has and Magic Dude. Of course, it's got to be them. But they throw in some other deaths for fun. Instead of killing off Nebula, though, they kill off Zoe Cinderhar's character instead. It's fucked up. In this rather fucked up scene, and it's like, yeah, this is spoilers. They have a scene in which he's going after the Soul Stone on Karliak or one of the other planets. It's not on Earth, so all the fanboys out there were like, oh, the Soul Stone has to be in Wakanda. It's the Soul Stone. It's in Wakanda because that's where that is. That's the power of this vibranium and no, that's not where it is. Not at all. There's another thing in it's another thing in Wakanda, not the Soul Stone. It's something else that they're after there. And there's a big battle in Wakanda, and yeah, because. Yeah, Soul Stone different. Yeah, so right. Yeah, so so they're on this other planet, and Thanos basically is confronted by this alien that tells him you have to sacrifice something you love in order to get the Soul Stone. Which you'd think every psychotic villain in the galaxy would be like all like, oh yeah, I totally love this person, and then shove them off of a cliff and say, okay, because he's obviously psychotic. There's no, there's no. I want balance to the universe. I'm going to destroy half of the universe. Yes, ha 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 ha, with my powers. It's like, okay, yeah, he's a psychotic dude with a glowing glove, and he wants to, like, their weird sort of trippy, dippy, hippie Marvel, you know. It was done by ex-hippies. Yeah, Mary Jane, I mean, come on, Stan. Come on. Mary Jane and a lot of other stuff. Bob King and everybody. Listen. Anyway, so yeah, it turns into an ant and then a spider and yeah, that's it. Yeah, spider, that's it. So no. But yeah, Thanos shoves Gamora off the cliff thing. Where's that? Yeah, I'm not gonna give away everything, but there was other sacrifices and things. Well, this is kind of a spoilery review. There's a starfish-looking starship in it that kind of resembles one of my spaceships from something else. But there's also ships from Larry Niven's Ringworld in it. So, and then Ben Bova. So they're throwing in everything in there. There's even a little hint of the Enterprise there, and a Millennium Falcon, and a bunch of other goofy stuff floating around in the debris field, which is funny. There's a lot of stuff going on there. There's even a Vanguard Josh Braun ship out there that they find adrift. So yeah, that ship was in Star Wars Episode 7 as well. The Raiders ship was basically the Zuri ship. So yeah, they just used, I don't know if it's the same model, but it wasn't the Vanguard. It would have been the Lux. Anyway, so yeah, one of my other ships, or at least the design that looks a lot like it. But yeah, I didn't design it. It just happens to look a lot like it. So that was cool. And there was a neutron star thing covering Dyson Sphere thing, making a forge for Thor's new battle axe thing, which is canon. Yeah, so yeah, and that would have been essentially the neutron star drive thing. Would have been one of the drives used in Mark's card story and the Kal Kat story. So so something like that. You can't have 0 point energy, but you can have incredibly dense energy, just not infinitely dense. It's not a black hole, because that would go right through the ship. Can't be a black hole, but something incredibly dense, yes. But yes, so yeah, the science is there was because science was saying, is he pulling a moon out of orbit, and where is he on Titan and whatever? Well, the because science guy was sort of right and sort of wrong. Thanos does try to hurl a moon a little bit, like pieces of a moon. He actually does only pull pieces of it off, not the whole planet, because he couldn't really, and hurls it down at the Avengers, Tony Stark and the other guy. In the trailer, they make it look like he kills Tony Stark on the planet, like, right. Actually, he doesn't. At that point, the time guy is trying to go through warp. He does shaft him, but apparently, well, it's quite a flesh wound. He does shaft him, and he probably destroyed his kidney, but but he does manage to survive that, I guess, by some magic or something. But yeah, and sure. And then there's the Wakanda battle where they all get together at the end. They showed 60 heroes, but that was misleading too, because even though they did show 60 people, they've only introduced us to maybe a cast of 30 people altogether. So really, they haven't introduced us to all of them. So the other 30 people running around are just random characters that are in the movie somewhere, getting killed or shot or whatever. So there are 60 characters, but we don't get to know the fates of 30 of them or more. So, yeah, there's that. Star Trek Beyond did the same thing with the having 50 aliens, and like none of them had any dialogue, maybe except a few, just a couple of them. But that was Paramount. This is Disney. And yeah, I can totally go on about the movie because it was awesome. But this is a spoiler review. Yeah. The visuals were interesting. The visuals also reminded me of the recently completed Robotech Transformers thing that I just did, and I hadn't seen Avengers in an earlier screening. I had seen it only today, earlier in the day. It's my first attempt at seeing it, and Mark's Cards discusses it. I'm sure we will. He might have his 2 cents, but maybe we'll see. Or it might be like the last movie we saw separately, and he might just say something off camera. Or like when he saw Black Panther and said, "Yeah, it was good." I liked some of that. Yeah, but yeah. So he hasn't seen Isle of Dogs yet. Yeah, I have. Anyway, so yeah. More to spoil. I mean, well, at the end, of course, Thanos gets all the jewels. He's able to command the glove thing. The most messed up cliffhanger in Marvel history, though, because clearly the only way out is for them to retcon it somehow. Because they haven't introduced Galactus, so they can't have that. They haven't introduced the Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer. They can't have that. This version. They should get the rights back so they could do that, because that's really the only way to get out of this, is to have Galactus show up and have Silver Surfer show up and have him fix it, like retcon it or something. But yeah, it's really, yeah, or the Heralds of or the Living Tribunal or something. Would they actually show up at all? The Watchers would, but would the Tribunal show up? Is that DC? Anyway, I think that's Marvel. Anyway, so there's my spoiler review, I guess. I mean, just about everybody kicks it, but not in battle. A lot of them don't kick it in battle. A lot of them kick it at the end when he gets a hold of the gem and he just kind of wishes everyone to disintegrate. So about a third of them just gotta go disintegrate, including the eye patch dude at the end. For some reason I'm blanking on. Yeah. Ooh, Samuel L. Jackson's character. Ooh, he gets to say mother and then he just disappears. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and then like girl person. The other ones are missing. Yeah, they've kind of set it up for Infinity War 2, which is the other comic, and Infinity Crisis, which is the other one. They're gonna have to do something with that. They're just. And in the Sony universe, there's several Spider-Man, so there's Spider-Man. So yeah, he's only one of them. Anyway, so yeah, so the Avengers and the X-Men are not in the movie. Should be. Yeah, where's Professor X messing with our minds and stuff? It's Professor X. Ew. Considering that in the Apocalypse movie, he kind of looked like that other guy that Thanos sent, who was supposed to be Gamora and Nebula's herald dude from Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1. Yeah. Foolish guy. Somebody put it on the internet. Anyway, Thanos is more plum-colored. which is funny. So that explains his pruny face. Is when he gets the runs, goes into orbit. Yeah. So Wakanda forever. Yeah. So yeah, Wakanda doesn't have the Soul Stone. They have something else. Something else. They have the alien like metal, vibranium. Or yeah. So, yeah. The two stones that are on Earth would be the Time one and the which the Sorcerer Supreme took, and the Mind one. And the other one is with Loki, who had the box. The Mother Box. Not the Mother Box, that's DC. The Pandora's Box, or the Tesseract. Yes, from Distant Destinies. Yeah, I didn't know I was getting that from Marvel. But kind of I was. A little bit. And not the movie Wish Upon, either. No. So yeah, sure, it's fine. It's cool. It's a very cool movie. I like the death of you get to watch all the characters fight triumphantly, and some of them just kind of disintegrate at the end. They were trying for high drama there, but it being such an actioner, one drawback makes it not 5 stars quite, is that they were trying to force you to like care about who was going to be cacked, and it was kind of psychotic and nuts and all over the place. So in those scenes, so it was like kind of hard pressed to care, really. I mean, it's all like Mark Scourts and I were discussing that earlier. Like yeah, on another subject, the idea that you have a major bad guy villain who, if his motivation in the story is to be incredibly nuts, could he really care about anything? He wants to be a super villain. Like, no. Anyway, yeah, and you'd think, and in this movie they address that, and it's like, well, he wouldn't technically be smitten either, so it's got to cut that out, but he wouldn't really have love for anybody, because he hates everything. Well, he doesn't hate everything. He's sort of just indifferent. Yeah, he wants to wipe out the universe. Like, I don't buy for an instant that he liked her at all. And neither should that cosmic being on the planet. As well, okay, you're just nuts. You just want to get a hold of this like glove thing and blow up the universe. We're not going to give you anything. Screw you. Why did we invent these gem things anyway? It's kind of dumb. We're going to destroy the universe with this. What would happen if the Infinity Gauntlet fell into the hands of a slightly crazed child, and he decided to just get, I mean, shit. He was nuts. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Infinity War. Yeah. Spoiler review.